Hey you guys, so since in my last video I did a look focused on my eyes and I didn't even show you guys my concealer or how I essentially do my base, the next video I wanted to be was on kind of like my foundation routine. But since it's summer, and in general, like when I'm in school, I really don't wear foundation because it is so heavy, and well, I feel like it's like a lot of work. Like you got to keep up with it and make sure like if you're oily, then you get powder, and if you're dry, use a setting spray. So normally I just use concealer and bronzer, and sometimes I'll throw in a blush or a highlight, but I really don't use foundation like on a daily. And that's also because my skin really isn't problematic. The only problem areas I have on my nose and this section of my face, because I have a red patch over here, which is really weird because that's the only redness I have on my face, and I just have bumps because I really don't break out. I will have hormonal breakouts like when it's that time of the month, or I'll just break out when I do wear foundation and it's really heavy and like continuously, like one day to the next. My skin kind of gets like not irritated, but it's just like it gets dull. I break out from there, but I really on a daily don't wear it, like I said before. So this is kind of my like no foundation concealer look, cause yeah. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, you guys, so like I said, I never wear foundation on a daily unless I'm in the mood or whatever. Full coverage foundation is really beautiful, and then, you know, bare skin is beautiful as well. Sometimes I'll go to school and I won't even wear any type of makeup. I'll just do my eyebrows and I'll wear mascara, and that's it. Like I wouldn't even put concealer or bronzer. Have a little time, and mostly I do. I'll just put concealer under my eyes, and I'll put some bronzer just to warm up my face because I am really pale, and sometimes I self-tan, so then I am a little dark, but for the most part I am pale, so I just bronze my skin and my neck so then I look youthful and I look like I just went to the beach, and you know, I don't look so sick. So this look, like I said, I use mostly all year round. It's not just like in the summer or in the winter or whatever, but whenever I use just concealer and mostly powders for my face, I make sure my face is really hydrated. Whether you have oily, dry, normal to combination skin, whatever type of skin you have, it's important to hydrate because your skin is locking in moisture that is already existing on your face. So I just use a moisturizer and an eye cream, and I just use the one from Perricone MD, and I just started using it, so I'm still kind of new to it, but I think I like it so far. I wish it had a different smell, but I mean, it's not horrible, but I'll still use it. But anyways, so I hydrate. So I moisturize my skin, and I'm just gonna put some Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser from Maybelline. I use it when I have foundation on, but I'm just gonna use this so then my pores are not so much existent. Essentially, I'm just priming my face for whatever I put on it. And some people even use this and they're like, that's all the makeup they put on their face because it is kind of like a moisturizer, and it has no color to it, but it has a silicone type of feel, so it's like smooth around the whole surface and the perimeter. But I really want to conceal my under eyes because that is my problem area, if you would say so. So yeah, so for concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is for dark circles. First, I didn't really like it, and everyone like raved about it, but I don't know, I guess I'm kind of into it. I would use the Garnier concealer, but yeah, so basically I'm just putting it all under my eye. So I'm taking the NYX HD concealer. This is more of a yellow base tone concealer, so it's just gonna brighten up my face so it's not so dull. And I'm just applying it over top of it, and I'm just striping it down so that once I blend it out, it's not just gonna be a harsh line of where I have concealer and where there's no makeup present. So I'm just gonna take my brush and blend it all out. And you want to be I mean, not quick about this, but you just want to be careful and just start blending it because you don't want it to set in your fine lines. And whatever I have left on my brush, I'm just gonna drag it down my cheek and then in this redness. If you have more red skin, I would definitely use a green based primer just so that it can cancel out, or you can even use a green concealer. I really like the NYX HD concealer in green. So that's really all the coverage I use, mainly because I don't have problematic skin, but I will just, like I said, blend it out. So I'm even gonna take my beauty blender and just make sure it's all blended together, and that if I did have any excess product, I will just pick it up. And you can set your under eyes because they will probably crease. So I'm just going to be taking my Tarte Setting powder. This is just a sample, but anyways, I'm just going to take it on the same brush I used for concealer, and I'm just going to pat it on. So after I set it, I do, like I said, like to bronze up my skin, but I'm going to be applying highlighter today so that I glow from within. So I'm just going to be taking the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and I bet you everyone and their dog has this because it has been out for so long. So I'm just going to take this on my e.l.f. fan brush and just lightly apply this. I'm not going to do this too harsh because I want it to look kind of natural. And I like to apply some above my eyebrow just because it makes my forehead shiny and just super pretty. I have to do this. Some people who have oily skin, it kind of freaks them out just because they're like, I have oily skin, why would I want to be adding more shine to my face than I already have? And I totally get that, but then you know, you can totally do it if you're kind of into that. You could just set your face with powder and then you can apply a highlighter. Like I said, to bronze up my face, use the Bahama bronzer from the Balm. It is in the cutest packaging and it looks like this. It is just more of a browny taupey color, and I usually use the NYC kind of bronzer, but I just got this yesterday and I kind of really want to use it. So I'm just going to take it on my Morphe E2 brush. For bronzer, I really kind of take this all over my cheek. I really don't contour with it. I'm kind of just warming up my face, but I'm not going to go in the middle. For my hairline, basically wherever we never put concealer or any coverage, then that's where you want to put it. So I'm just going to blend it down my neck, make sure I get my ears. Honestly, if I go to school, that's all I leave it to because I have my concealer, I'm bronzed, and I look alive. But when I want to add a little color to my face, I will add some blush. Use my Becca Wild Honey blush today. And it's just a really natural looking blush. It is peachy as well. So I'm just going to take some on my Morphe G5 brush and just apply a little bit. And I'm honestly going to just blend it back, transitions with my bronzer so that it doesn't look like a major difference and it looks just more natural looking. Like I said, I don't wear foundation to school or makeup in general as much as I do here on my video, but that's because I just like to look a little bit more natural and just have much more of a cleaner face rather than having a bunch of makeup loaded on my face, and sometimes it could just look messy and just not natural looking, and sometimes I'm not down with that, but sometimes I am. But anyways, if you want to get to this kind of look and just use concealer, you can even use like a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer. Sometimes I'll use the Perricone MD No Foundation foundation. This is just a sample size, but this product is very, very dewy, very like soothing. It's not like your regular foundation. It's a weird product. I mean, it has sunscreen in it, so it's really good for your skin. and it's really good to apply like right after your foundation because you really don't need a primer with it. But anyways, so when you apply this, it's kind of wet feeling, and once you apply it, you know, you really don't need to so much set it with a powder, because throughout the day, whatever is in this product, it's gonna soak into your skin, and it's just going to look more natural and more like a skin finish rather than a full coverage foundation. So I really like this product. It's just, it won't look good until like the whole day or like in the middle of the day, because it's soaking into your skin, and once you touch your face, it's really wet and your foundation really hasn't dried. So if you're willing to wait and willing to try this, then I would say just go pick up a sample of this at like Sephora and try it out and see how it reacts to your skin. But I mean, it's for all skin types, because throughout the day it'll soak into your skin whether you have oily, dry, or normal to combination skin. So it's a really good product. But like I said, if you want to get to this kind of look where you're using really no foundation or really no concealer, any kind of product, then you want to just sheer out your like daily foundation that you use every day. And I really don't use powder to set it because I have normal skin, and if you do set it, then it kind of just looks too matte looking and, you know, not natural dewy like, because the more like dewy, kind of not sweaty but like shiny you look, it's kind of like the more natural looking that everyone kind of skin has. So I just like to go with that. But I mean, you do you, and you do whatever you feel comfortable in, and you know, you can even achieve this stage throughout a process, like I said, by sharing out your foundation with moisturizer or primer, whatever you guys are into, or just using less and less each day. It just depends on the amount of proportions you use. So like 25% moisturizer and 75% foundation, and you can start building up how much moisturizer you use in your foundation, and eventually you'll get to that point where maybe you're not even using foundation, or maybe you're just using it like me just to conceal certain problem areas like your under eyes, or just some spots you break out in, or just redness, or any kind of deal that you're into. So yeah, so I hope you guys like this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. So subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you guys want to see next in the video. Thumbs up this video if you enjoy these kinds of videos, and let me know what you guys like in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!